Did you ever connect the dots as a child? You would get a picture and it was filled with many random dots accompanied by a number, but as you drew a line from one number to the next, a picture emerged. God's Word is full of connect the dots moments, and sometimes they come in the least expected places. Take the genealogy in Genesis 5 as an example. Maybe you've read it, maybe many times, but chances are you quickly brush over the names. After all, they can sound quite unfamiliar and similar. The pattern goes, one person lived so long and they had a son and then they died, and the next person lived so long and they had a son and they died. You get the idea. But wait, there is more. Take a closer look with me as we connect a few dots and a picture will emerge. In Genesis 5, there are 10 distinct generations mentioned in this chapter, with one patriarch noted by name for each family. So watch, follow along. We have Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. So why is this important? Well, let me ask one simple question. What do their names mean? Well, look again. Listen to each meaning and see if you can start connecting the dots. Adam means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal, frail, or miserable. Kenan means sorrow or dirge. Mahalalel means blessed God. Jared means descent or shall come down. Enoch means teaching or commencement. Methuselah, it means his death shall bring. Lamech means despairing. And then finally we have Noah, which means rest. Did you get it? Put it all together. Now there's no stretch, my friends. Go be a Berean, examine the scriptures for yourself and see if it's true. When we put it together, we find the dots that when connected, they communicate a clear message. So let's put all of those meanings together. Man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring the despairing rest. Wait, is this not the gospel of Jesus Christ? As Jesus says in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." But wait, there's more. It's time for a little bit of math. Why does this genealogy include the ages of every person, along with how old they were when their sons were born? Well, I'm sure there are many reasons, but do some math with me and let's discover one of those beautiful reasons. We are told Methuselah was 187 when his son Lamech was born. Then we find out that Lamech was 182 when Noah was born. Now, why is that significant? Well, when did the flood start in Noah's day? We find out in Genesis chapter 7 verse 11 that it was in Noah's 600th year of life. Okay, stop and do the math. 187 plus 182 plus 600. Got it? You should have 969. So look back to Genesis 5:27. Thus, all the days of Methuselah were 969 years. This means that Methuselah died the year the flood started. But wait, what does Methuselah's name mean? His death shall bring. What did his death bring? It brought the great flood of Noah's day that wiped out every life on earth except the 8 in the ark. This is important because Methuselah is recorded as the longest life ever lived. What a display of God's mercy. The very one whose name pointed to God's wrath being poured out on earth was the very one who lived the longest. God is slow to wrath. He's rich in mercy. But we also know that from his word, he is true to his word. God does judge sin, but there's good news. What's the good news? The blessed God has come down, bringing the despairing rest. And his name is Jesus. Connect the dots, my friends. Is this genealogy not a beautiful summary of John 3:16? The blessed God, for God so loved the world, has come down that he gave his only begotten Son, to give the despairing that whosoever believes on him, rest, will not perish, but have everlasting life. From the beginning to the end of the scriptures, even in the genealogies, they speak of Jesus. Connect the dots. Don't miss it.